Hi, this is Goldman, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland. Why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland. We all know Bill Gates has been one of the richest billionaires for decades. So why is Bill Gates buying up more U.S. farmland? There must be a reason why he's doing that. So that's what we're going to look at today. And I hope that you're going to get some value. All right, now let's dive straight into it. The number one reason why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland is profit. Simple. It's as simple as that. Profit motive or profit reasons. He wants to make a profit on his asset purchases. He's buying up a lot of U.S. farmland, a lot of U.S. agricultural land. And I believe that the primary reason why he's buying up so much land is because he wants to make a profit. When you invest in land, it's almost impossible to lose. It's almost guaranteed to win. All my life, I've never seen anybody on earth that bought land and lost on the land. Land is the number one natural resource on earth. Oil, where does oil come from? Land. Where does gold come from? Land. There is always value in land for centuries, for millions of years, or you could say billions of years. Wars have always been fought over land. Why is that? Because there is so much value in land. Land is the number one natural resource on earth. Water, everything is built on land. Everything comes from the land. Or if you have a private jet, that private jet has to land on land somewhere. So land is the number one natural resource that wars have been fought over. So when you invest in land, which is critically important, a critical asset, a critical natural resource, then it's almost impossible to lose. And I believe this is one of the reasons why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland to make a profit. And let me talk a little bit about Bill Gates. I bought his book. Business at the Speed of Thought. That's Bill Gates. This is one of his books that I bought. I also bought another book written by Bill Gates. That book is called the Road Ahead. The book is called The Road Ahead. It's one of the finest books, and together with this one, Business at the Speed of Thought, I've learned so much about Bill Gates, and I would say that he's one of the finest investors on earth, one of the most brilliant investors on earth. He founded Microsoft together with a partner. He founded Microsoft, and he's turned that company into one of the biggest companies on earth, $1 trillion company. He also founded, along with his wife, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and that was a strategic move for him to found that foundation, to start that foundation, to do a whole lot of good. That was a master move. And Bill Gates also has an investment vehicle called Cascade. And with Cascade, he is able to buy other assets, being agricultural land or other companies, investing in other companies, investing in startups. And so Bill Gates is one of the genius investors. For decades, he was the richest man on earth. And even today, he could be the richest man on earth. The reason I'm saying that is that he has allocated a lot of his billions into his foundation, so that reduced his net worth a little bit. So if he is to add the money from his foundation and add all that into his net worth, he could well be richer than Jeff Bezos. So you see that Bill Gates is one of the most visionary investors in history of all time. So I hope that with his books and all that, I hope that you appreciate it. And let me say quickly that today I'm talking about the financial aspects. This channel is about personal finance and investing and things like that. And I'm not covering other things. I'll rather leave other people to talk about other aspects of Mr. Gates' life, but I'm talking about his investment and specifically why he's buying up more U.S. farmland. Now let's move. I said that number one is profit motive. The reason he's buying up more U.S. farmland is because he wants to make profit. Period. Nice and simple. Now, let's move on to the second reason why Bill Gates, we're going to talk about 7 reasons why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland. And the second reason why he's buying up more U.S. farmland is a hedge against the unknown. A hedge against the unknown, or strategic risks, or geopolitical risks, or I could say that it's a hedge against Armageddon, because you never know in this world anything can happen. There could be a war in the Middle East, war in South China Sea, war in Ukraine area or Black Sea area, war in Syria area, you know, or terrorist attack or something like that. Throughout human history, they have always been unforeseen events, unknown events pop up like that. You wake up and you watch the TV and you see that something has happened. So I believe that one of the reasons why, the strategic reasons why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland is because he's hedging against the unknown. He's hedging against geostrategic risks or geopolitical risks. And this can also include economic depression, economic recession, currency devaluation, or currency crash, stock market crash, like you had the Bank of England, the pound crashing some time ago, in which George Soros made a lot of money. There could be so many unknown factors in the world that come up. You wake up and something happened. And I believe that one of the reasons why billionaire Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland is to hedge against geostrategic risks, or hedge against Armageddon, or hedge against the unknown. So that's number 2. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3 reason why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland is strategic leverage. He gets more leverage with the ownership of land. And let me clarify the kind of land that Bill Gates is buying up. He's not just buying up more regular land or general purpose land. He's buying up agricultural land, U.S. farmland, meaning land that can be immediately utilized to grow crops, to raise animals, and for other agricultural purposes. So this is the type of land that he's buying, compared to other lands that could be like some mountains and stuff like that may not necessarily be used for agricultural purposes. So he's so smart. He's buying land that can be immediately utilized for agricultural purposes, U.S. farmland. And so there is so much leverage in buying up farmland. You know, farmland is expensive, it's valuable. And when he buys there, then the leverage is that he can borrow large sums of money from the land, you know, using the land as a collateral. And banks love land. Banks love real estate. So this is one of the reasons why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland. Leverage. And what is leverage? Leverage is the ability to do more with less. With leverage, you can do more with less. This is the definition of leverage. And so he's using the land as a strategic leverage that he can use to borrow more funds and invest that money into some other ventures that he's exploring. So this is one of the reasons why. Now let's move on to number 4. Number 4 reason why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland is for strategic diversification. He's a visionary business person, visionary billionaire. And so billionaires do not put all their eggs in one basket. They have to diversify. They diversify from stocks, from bonds, from cash, money market assets, and things like that. And they do that to reduce risks, because you wake up tomorrow and let's say that the stock market has crashed or pulled back, or bonds have crashed, or there has been a sovereign default. A certain country has defaulted in the payment of their bonds or something. Your bond value goes down the drain. So he must put his money into diversified investment vehicles, and I believe that land is one of such vehicles. So that helps him to diversify his investments. He cannot put all his eggs in one basket. So I believe that strategic diversification is one of the reasons why Bill Gates is buying more U.S. farmland. Now, again, when we talk about strategic diversification, we can also talk about a hedge against inflation. Now inflation has been creeping up, and the Federal Reserve has been talking about that, and the government has been talking about that. People are a little worried about inflation creeping up so much in the United States, and so buying huge acres of land, which Bill Gates owned, reportedly around 242,000 acres of high quality U.S. farmland. And that is a hedge against inflation. The land maintains its value over centuries. This has always been known. And so whilst other assets are depreciating in value, or inflation is eating up into other assets, the total value of the land either appreciates or at least remains the same. All right. So diversification, strategic diversification, is one of the reasons why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland. Now let's move on. Let's move on to the fifth one. The fifth reason why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland is as a strategic reserve, store of value. He is using the land as a strategic reserve, store of value. He just packs assets into this land. Just pack a lot of assets into this land. So that is like a reserve. It is better for him to use the land, large acres of land, as a strategic reserve, because when you put your money in other currencies, that currency can depreciate, it can devalue itself or something. You wake up and then something has happened. So as a strategic move, is using the land, large acres of land, as a strategic reserve where he stores value. He pack a lot of his assets over there, and you can sleep comfortably. Now let's move on to number 6. Number 6 reason why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland is for passive income, to earn passive income. Now, like I said, Bill Gates, he's so smart. He's so smart, and he specifies a lot of stuff in his book. In this book, Business at the Speed of Thought, he talks about, strategic, business moves. And so because of that, Bill Gates always is looking for strategic advantages in his business ventures. And earning passive income is, I believe, one of the reasons why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland. And like I said, he's not just buying any other land, like he's buying raw land, or he's buying rich, usable, arable, fertile U.S. farmland, agricultural land, high quality agricultural land, And so this land can be leased to farmers. The land can be leased to ranchers. It can be leased to the government. It can be leased to other companies, pipeline for them to put oil pipeline in this land. So, and then when he leases this land to farmers, ranchers, government, or oil companies, or any other companies, he can earn passive income from this land. And passive income, I already explained in some of my videos. Passive income is the income in which you make money while you sleep. Money makes money while you sleep. Money makes money while you sleep. This is called passive income. You do nothing, just earn money even in your sleep. And so this is one of the beauty, the holy grail in income generation, passive income. And the rich, the wealthy, they love passive income. Now let's move on to number 7, and the last reason why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland. And the 7th reason is he's buying the land as a kind of presidential retreat, something like Camp David kind of a land, you know. Throughout human history, the rich, the wealthy have always dreamed of paradise. You know, humanity has not just the wealthy, everybody, including myself, we all dreamt about paradise. I mean, having a wonderful life, a great life, and living in a beautiful place where you see water, waterfalls, animals, crops, fruits. You know, it's always part of humanity. And I believe that owning a huge acres of land is one of the reasons why you could have a place like Camp David, similar to Camp David. Bill Gates, for instance, can go there, relax. He can go there and survey his land, you know, relax and recollect his thoughts, you know, have a nice retreat with his family, with his business partners, you know, with other associates. You know, he can sit there and relax and reflect on his life and come up with brilliant ideas that will put him on top. So owning the land gives him an opportunity to have a place like a presidential retreat, like a Camp David kind of place, you know, like paradise, where he can see animals, he can see crops, he can see streams, he can see a vineyard, something wonderful like that. It's a beautiful place that the rich go and then they relax. So these are the reasons why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland. Let's do a quick recap and then we can call the video a day for now. So we're talking about 7 reasons why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland. The number 1 reason is for profit. It's as simple as that, for him to make profit. And we said that when you invest in land, it's almost impossible to lose. It's almost guaranteed to make profit. Now, the second one is a hedge against the unknown. He's buying up more land in case of any currency devaluation or geopolitical risk or wars or things like that. Economic recession, depression happening, or currency devaluation, currency crash happening somewhere in the world. Now, the number 3 reason why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland is leverage. He can use the land as leverage to borrow more money from banks. Banks love money. Banks love land. And so they lend money a lot. They lend a lot of money for people who want to borrow and people who have large acres of land. So I believe that the big acres of land that Bill Gates has gives him that leverage for him to borrow more money and invest into his ventures if he needs that. Now, another reason why, the 4th reason why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland is for strategic diversification. The rich do not put all their eggs in one basket. You know, he has to reduce risk from the stock market, from bonds, from his money market cash accounts and things like that. So owning land gives him a strategic diversification edge. Now, another reason why, the 5th reason why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland is for strategic reserve. He can use the land as a store of value. Just pack his money, just pack his net worth, just pack his billions or millions over there in the land. And that is a great place to pack some money. Now, let's talk about number 6. Number 6 is number 6 reason why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland is for him to earn passive income, money, making money while you sleep. You know, passive income is when you earn money by doing nothing. You just sleep and you make a lot of money. So when he owns large, acres of land, like 242,000 acres of land, he can lease some of this land to farmers, to ranchers, to oil companies, to the government, and that will earn him passive income, money, making money while Bill Gates sleeps. Beautiful. Now let's look at the number 7 reason why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland. He can potentially use that land as a presidential retreat, a place similar to Camp David, where he can go and reflect on his life, come up with new ideas, relax, can have business meetings with his associates and things like that, and just relax and do nothing, as a vacation spot, a kind of paradise. So these are the 7 reasons why Bill Gates is buying up more U.S. farmland. I hope you like the video, and I hope you subscribe. I hope you smash that button, that subscription button, and I hope that you work with me. You can support my channel by donating to my PayPal, for instance, or commenting, subscribing, and liking the video, so that the YouTube algorithm can just roll things out for me. And also, I hope that when you support my channel, this is a new channel, I'm trying to grow this channel, and when you do support this channel, you will be one of the pioneers that built this channel. You can put your hand on your chest and say that I built this channel. So I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. Bye.